Well, hello, everybody. How you guys doing today? Back for a stream today. No stream yesterday because me and the wife had to move all of the stuff that was in our living room out of the living room into other parts of the house and have them start on the flooring in there. So stream tonight while they work on the living room. While they're working on the living room, they got a good chunk done today. They'll probably do the rest of it tomorrow, and then we have to start working on moving the bedrooms. So there may or may not be a stream tomorrow, but if we do get the stuff moved early enough, I may even hop on for like a short, tiny stream to where we just do something one off, or maybe play some Destiny or something along those lines. We'll figure it out. But anyway, it is time for more of Zatanabana. So let me go ahead and get that started. And a boop. And you get to see my beautiful desktop for half a second while it switches over to the capture. Or is it going to be weird? Ah, there we go. Now it switched over. There we go. That's better. Whew, it is hot today. It is very, very hot. Alright. So let's go ahead and load. Alrighty. So I believe, if I remember right from a couple days ago, this was after his first day at school. So we're looking at that. Shotgun! Welcome in, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it. Dude, just wait until you see it with the granite countertops that they're doing. Like, that's gonna take, like, at least 2 weeks. Well, 2 weeks as of, like, mid-last week. But then that'll be done. And they're working on the flooring in the rest of the house. And then we should be good to go. Like, the kitchen is honestly the main sticking point where it takes forever for all of that stuff to get done. Let me move my mic closer to my face so you can hear me better. I'll be taking a crap ton of photos once it's done. All right. What about you, sir? How you been? What's been going on with you? With the wind in my back, on my back, as my only companion. Oh, come on. There we go. The eyes of my future classmates were asking, this new boy, is he one of us or an outsider? And yes, it is black. Somebody whispered something and stifled laughter rolled through the classroom. Wipe the board! It was easy to guess who was the main prankster here. Oh, Pimple Boy! Hey, Four Eyes. Are you not only blind, but also deaf? I said, wipe the board. My knees weren't the only shaking part of my body anymore. I was trembling from head to toe, and I prayed for the teacher to come back sooner. My prayers were answered by the powers that be. And what should I do with you now? Where will you sit? Ooh, nice, Shotgun. Where'd you get the job? Where's the new job at? Is it at a new processing plant? Oh, well, you can sit with Semyon, I guess. He's alone anyway. I'm guessing that's supposed to be like Simon, like the Russian version of Simon. Semyon. No way! The fatso put his backpack on the seat beside him in defiance, scratching his belly and smirked. Are you back to your old tricks? Should I call your grandma here again? The classroom went silent. And what's she gonna do? I'll be the one to do something if she doesn't. Put away your backpack. Now. Ooh, machine operator at 3M making medical dressing. Ooh, that's fancy. That's pretty dope, dude. Semyon didn't move a muscle. He started studying the portraits of writers on the wall, looking bored. I needed to do something to resolve this somehow, to save myself. I cleared my throat and continued in a stifled voice that sounded nothing like me. I can sit in the last row. I think there's a free seat. The teacher snorted loudly. She looked at me, then at Semyon, then back at me. Fine, go there for now. And you, Baburin, I'll have a talk with you later. Come to me after class. You'll be on cleaning duty, got it? Semyon forced out a twisted smile. Juicy pimples were growing on the tip of his nose, ripe for the taking. Ew, that's gross. Ugh. I walked carefully, afraid to stumble and fall, causing another outburst of laughter from everyone. I took my seat at the back, at the last table, where I was met with a pile of old posters. The outcasts took their seats, and the class was ready to start. Now this is settled, let's start the class. Today's theme is Traditions of Russian and International Literature on Zoshenko's Don't Lie. Big boy staring at me. Uh-oh. I think I have an enemy. The fatso turned back to me, his stare informed me of the coming days, weeks, and months of bullying. I've got my eyes on you, said his watery look. Maybe he can disappear next, along with, That's gross. After just a couple of periods, I had already noticed a huge yellow spit stain in my notebook. Then at the cafeteria, this Semyon accidentally spilled a glass of compote on me. I do know that one. I know that one. Compote is like a type of juice. And if we look at it, let's see. Compote. Yep. Dessert drink brewed from a mix of dry fruit and berries. Sweet. And then he flailed his hands around after exiting the toilet so some of the liquid from his hands would get on me. Ugh. This kid's a piece of crap. I wish I could read Russian so I could, like, see what all of this is saying. That would be nice. Just before the final period for today, Semyon pushed me into a buzzing crowd of girls from our class. Yeah, there you go. Ooh, woo, get 'em. They made way, cursing, but I couldn't hold my balance and ended up ramming my face into the girl I took for the class rep before, right in her chest. Ow, Katya. I immediately stepped back, dying from embarrassment. I'm sorry, are you alright?
Yeah.
Then she suddenly put her hands on her hips. Will you look at him? Groping me in front of everyone? I'll tell my mom. They'll expel you, pervert. There was some sort of sadistic pleasure in her eyes, as if she was a child who was about to put a lit match to the Schaefer beetle. I don't know what that is. There's a lot of cultural references I'm not getting. And why? Like, oh, goodness. The light coming through right now is just intense. It's like, I'm like completely washed out right now. Okay. I'll figure that out in a minute. Either that or it's the setting sun behind me. I didn't mean to. He pushed me. We all saw that, you know. No blind among us. She stared at my glasses while showing me a creepy smile. I started to fume on the inside, but Semyon's laughter cooled my head. I pushed you? You sure? He swaggered up to me, enveloping in the smell of sunflower seeds and rotting teeth, and then pushed me to the ground. Like this, huh? What you gonna do now? The bully towered over me as if saying, come on, hit me. Let me see you try. I think I might play this like how I was in school. I didn't fight back very much. I breathed in loudly, stood up, massaging my temples. Ugh, dude, your teeth are nasty. That's disgusting. Semyon made a mocking face as if asking me wordlessly, and what are you gonna do about it? I looked at his red fists that seemed so big to me at the moment and realized if I said even a single word, I'd get hit. And he'll keep on hitting me until I cry, or maybe even then he won't stop. And nobody was going to help me. Sorry. I tripped. What a pathetic squeak. If you could actually burn up from shame, I would have been reduced to cinders by now. Learn how to walk. Blind rat. I lowered my eyes and squeezed past Semyon. He showered me with the smell of decaying teeth. Ugh, God. What is wrong? Ugh. The kid is... bleh. Bye-bye, sucker. Ugh. He spit on me. The fatso let out a loud snort behind my back. My muscles became wooden, and I felt him wiping his hand on my back. Boo! I continued walking, listening to demeaning smirks from all the sides. It was even worse than I expected. I was late to leave the school after classes on purpose. Semyon didn't attend the last period, so I was hopeful. What if he decided to dodge the cleaning duty and ran home, forgetting all about me? Oh, no, you're not going to get away that easy, dude. I'm sorry. I wish you could. I wish you could. This was a relief. I didn't want to meet him in the empty hallway. The smirks of my classmates stood before my eyes like overturned horseshoes. My class had a lot of fun at my expense, but those who missed the show were asking the others to describe my bullying in full detail. I should have just transferred into a school for freaks. I'd be less conspicuous amongst hunchbacks, lame-legged, and disfigured. While the other students were leaving the school, laughing loudly, I was pretending to skim through my books near a window. I was staring outside, nervous. Semyon was nowhere to be found in the front yard or near the school gate. I didn't really believe I was this lucky, so I decided to be extra cautious and stayed for some more time in the corridor that was gradually getting less crowded. All of the bustle moved to the first floor. Oh, I just heard something. Oh. There was a skeleton peeking out of the biology classroom. Some jokester put a cap with the American condor on its head. The sound of running water was coming from the bathroom. I was the only person left in the whole school. I'm not alone. Sudden thought came to mind. I remembered the missing boy. His portrait was on the missing board, near the schedule. Vova. I remembered his smile. Him looking at me. And the face that he's most likely already dead. Hello? Oh, that's so bright on my face. I shuddered and turned around. Oh, please. I might need to lower my brightness. Holy crap. At first, my eyes stumbled upon the black violin case. Then I noticed a girl from my class was holding it. Okay, menu. Settings. Where's... see, look. It's the freaking game. Okay. So it is... Okay, so as soon as it gets dark again, my face won't be so bleached out. Oh. Then I noticed a girl from my class was holding it. Oh, hi. She sat in the first row of the second column. I could swear I caught her looking at me a couple of times. Oh, do you have a little crush? And I was sneaking glances at her myself. Sometimes it just feels nice to look at something pretty. The spring, the sky, or a girl that's not in the crowd that laughs at Semyon's jokes. And she wasn't whispering the dirty laundry of other people to Katya. She spent all the breaks just like me, staying in the classroom, or looking in the window, or drawing something in her green notebook. Hello. I turned red and pretended I was studying the pattern on the wooden floor. I saw Baburin push you. Are you all right? The bump on my head hurt, but it wasn't all that. Oh. But it wasn't all that much uncomfortable. Oh. But it wasn't that uncomfortable. Oof. I'm fine. It's nothing. It's definitely not nothing. That idiot can't control himself at all lately. You should have punched him back. I mumbled in reply. Semyon wasn't like that before. He also transferred here just recently. His grandma told me that it almost felt like he went mad. I started shoving books in my backpack to at least put something in my hands. The girl looked at me with clear, attentive eyes. Do you live over the river? In that wooden house? Yeah. Must be scary living there. And you also have to cross the forest? I wouldn't be able to do that. I shivered at the mention of the forest. I thought of intertwining branches, of a snake-like trail, of endless darkness that spread like mold among the crooked trees. So I straight up lied. It's not that scary. It's cool, dude. It's fine. What's so scary about it for you? She smiled after a brief pause. Like, sometimes the translation in this is done really well, and then sometimes they don't give a crap. As if brushing off a daydream. Well, actually, never mind. My name is Polina, by the way. And I'm Anton. I already know that. Oh, I have to go to music class. She made a couple of steps and stopped. Amazing. Polina didn't look like those beauties from the magazine posters or the actresses from the movies. But in the flickering light of the ceiling lamps, she looked much more alluring. Can you play anything? My parents bought me a guitar a couple years ago. I immediately remembered my meager attempts at making music. A minor, E minor, change. We're all waiting for change. Soy's song echoed my thoughts and my desire to change something. Let's see. Victor Soy, a singer and a frontman of popular Soviet rock band Kino that played a mix of new wave and post-punk. Their hit song Perimin Changes is one of the most popular rock tracks of the new Russian era. Died in a car accident. Oh, well, that stings. That guitar got lost somewhere, as if refusing to move to the old house near the forest. I think my parents gave it away to someone that needed it more. I don't, sadly. A pity. Oh well, I'll be going. Bye. Oh, she's nice. She's sweet. Her shoes also echoed through the school hallways. Bye. I wasn't sure if Polina heard me. I looked out the window again. Oh, I'm sorry, Semyon would say while shoving me off the staircase in a way that would break my neck. Or, oops, didn't mean that, after spilling compote on me in the cafeteria. Oh, wow, that's really loud. Okay. And this kept happening every day. I couldn't relax for a moment because of this string of coincidences. To my horror, I realized that it was only going to get worse and I couldn't do anything about it. I always walked looking down at school and counted down minutes until the classes ended. Are you still laughing? Wow. Only in rare moments, when I caught Polina's look at me, I choked from embarrassment and was ready to fight, but as if to mock me, nothing happened. And then my rage subsided and everything returned to normal. Alright, there we go. Now I should be able to turn it back up. Holy crap, that was loud. That was really, really loud. Sorry about that, chat. I always went home alone. First, I slipped through the village, then over the bridge across the river, and then finally through the forest. The road slithered between the trees for around 10 minutes. There were no passers-by. Only cars slowly crawled past me as if afraid to sink in the snow. I tried walking as fast as possible because branches, white from the snow, and black trunks created an illusion of someone wandering the forest. Somebody tall, sneaky, who can turn into a tree or a snow pile, and then, when nobody is looking at them, continue their journey along the road. Yo, Antoshka! My heart nearly stopped. Oh no. From the darkness behind the pines, just like cavemen from their cave, appeared smirking Semyon with a bunch of his cronies. And who do we have here? Check out this four-eyed freak, eh? Dude, your front teeth are missing. You look funny. They surrounded me in like a carnivorous pride, making me step back. The smell of sweat and tobacco attacked my nostrils, and the inside of my mouth felt salty, as if I'd licked a battery. Look at this sucker, guys. He tripped so hard at school that he broke the floor. Who will repair it now? Will you pay for it, wimp? Don't you worry. We'll teach you how to walk right. Uh-oh, I'm about to get punched in the face. Semyon brought a sizable signet ring with some geometric shape carved in it up to my face. In a moment... Woo! Wow, okay. I'll hit your face so hard, it'll leave a mark for the rest of your life. I'm getting off that screen. Stop! A wheezy whisper left my lips and my head tilted forward, hitting Semyon's fist. Red sparks flew from my eyes. They're going to gang up on me and beat me up. Biasha, give me a hand. Semyon gave me a rough push toward the bastard with the slanting eyes and he tripped me. I fell on the sharp crust of ice, and the fatso stepped on my hand, preventing me from getting up. A painful groan escaped my throat. Did you hear him whimper? Is he actually... Getting off that screen? Wow, okay. I started to lose breath from anger and resentment. The pain was growing. My ear was hot and pulsating pain was shooting through it, like it was cut off and a ball of metal was sewn in its place. Why so silent, Antoshka? Come on, tell us. I understand kids are mean and say crap that they shouldn't, but geez. At this moment, I felt pure, unbridled rage. The amalgamation of my anger. See, using words like amalgamation, but then you miss the translation from pose to pause. Like the Sprouts ink, it rose up from the depths of my mind, filling all my thoughts. Morons! Did you know that my dad... Not gonna read that again. Damn. Semyon burst out laughing. This became the last straw. Fear and anger were grappling inside me like mad dogs. He knows Aikido, got it? And he's a vet. He'll kill the likes of you with his eyes closed. One word from me and he'll... The boy in a tracksuit raised his hand, stopping the torrent of lies, and made a couple of steps forward. Semyon slowly backed off, giving me an opportunity to stand up. It was a surprise for me. Seems like Baburin wasn't the leader of their gang. In reality, they were all listening to the boy who was looking like a small carnivore with very strong and sharp teeth. Pines were swaying back and forth, like solemn guardians. So him. Did he believe me? Or was he confused by my face, twisted with rage? A vet, you say? My dad also fought in the war. An Afghan. And yours? Mine too. Oh, really? And what force did he serve in? I stumbled. Fear chomped at my rage's throat and made it bleed. He's full of shit, Romka. Sure as fuck, eh? Did you think I'm so easy to trick? I can see through all your lies, little bitch. There was a nasty smile on his face now. This didn't bode well for me. Well, you've asked for this. You're fucked. That's right. Pray that they find your dead body come spring, eh? If you only stayed silent, wouldn't have lost a hair. Give him a good pounding, Saimoa. The delinquents closed in on me again, and I ended up in front of Semyon. Blood was pumping in my temples. Branches were swaying back and forth, as if whispering something, giving me hope. I gritted my teeth, fighting the thought that I looked silly, and took a boxing stance I often saw in the movies. What are you, fucking Mike Tyson? This was my first ever fight. Oh. Whoa. Well, one of the kids is gone. I'll remember it for the rest of my life, if I don't kick the bucket, of course. At the edge of my vision, I noticed the darkness writhe again, as if someone was walking back and forth there. Uh-oh, is it the Bun Bun? I sensed Roma's claws grab my backpack. Give me your shit, Antoshka. It'll get in the way. I was about to refuse, unwilling to cooperate with the bastard, but then he fished a butterfly knife out of his pocket with one smooth motion, spun it as if showing off, and put the blade to my neck. I let out a cloud of steam instead of words. Ronka pulled with all his might, and my backpack ended up in his hands. Calm and relaxed. An insidious smile on his face, he looked into my backpack. Are you hiding something from us? Some rat stole my school shoes. And what's this? Romka gave me a dubious smile. So what do we have here? My text and notebooks fell in snow. He was holding my backpack in one hand and something weird in the other. It looked like a mask. Rama lifted it high, as if showing it to someone else. To someone in the treetops, in the twilight, among the trees. Oh no, tiny bunny trees. An old bunny mask. Long, worn-out ears. Barely visible nose and whiskers. Mangy fur on the sides. Where did it come from? Who put it? Oh. Fox Girl. Semyon laughed. It's way past New Year's, moron. Or are you real? Or are you really a loony? It's not mine. How come it's not? It was in your backpack. Romka was watching this scene unfold with an evil smile on his face. You know what? Put it on. Why? 'Cause I'm telling you to. You'll hop like a bunny for us. Yeah, come on. Or we'll leave you pantless, eh? Anything but this. What if someone from our class will pass by? For example, Paulina. No. Put it on him. Biasha rushed to his friend's side and took the worn-out mask from him with a buffoonish bow. Then he passed it to Semyon, who was already rubbing his hands in anticipation. I looked around the pine woods, as if waiting for help, as if the shadows that writhed around us would take pity on me and take my side. Branches looked like arms, twisted in unusual angles. Blackened bark was their charred skin, and the darkness was the smoke they produced. I can't run, won't get away, they'll catch me. And then... Here. It'll fit better this way. Ugh. He hurled a huge ball of spit on the inside of the plastic bunny face and put it close to mine. His spit looked like a squash spider. Ramka's face twisted. He spasmed like a beast, like he wanted to tell Semyon something, but then he suddenly stopped. Semyon was still close by, with a disgusting smirk on his face and a terrible smell coming from his mouth. Put it on, fast, or you're dead. The mask almost looked even more disgusting now, yet despite everything, I felt like it was a chance for salvation. It could become my second skin, if only I was to put it on. If only my face was to touch its bumpy surface. I'm sure the fur will glitter, the ears will tremble like they're alive. I just need to put it on, and Semyon and his friends will be gone. Forever. I don't even get a choice in this one. I have to put it on. I reached out. My hand wasn't shaking anymore. Semyon handed me the mask and let out an evil laugh. The fur felt warm to the touch, just like I expected. I got goosebumps. Electricity flowed through my spine. This is it. My salvation. A voice whispered to me from the well of my subconscious. Just put it on, and nobody will hurt you. The forest froze, gazing at me with cracks in the bark. I acted slowly. I took off my glasses, got rid of the nasty spit on the paper mache. There was movement inside of the bunny face, as if something was trying to break out, and I needed to help it. I lifted up the mask and started moving it toward my flaming cheeks. Just like in that movie with Jim Carrey. This mask had power. This mask had strength. Carton touched my skin. It enveloped my skull, my nose, took the shape of my face. It smelled like an animal lair and pine. My lips touched some sort of hard, wavy material. My armor. Strangely enough, through the slits of the old carnival mask, I was able to see as good as through my glasses. A trio of boys, frozen in the clearing. Snowflakes, frozen in the air. The trees, whose shadows formed black streams toward me. And a weird silhouette in the early twilight behind the windfall. Not the North Fake. That's awesome. In all that silence, Semyon nervously whispered, "Hey guys, what's up with him?" I broadened my shoulders. My muscles felt like they were made of steel. Invisible plumes of fog flew toward me, breaking off the trees. I was absorbing the forest's power with every pore of my body. I smiled underneath the mask. No, I showed my teeth. My fists were itching. My stomach was growling. He's turning. You asked for this. I made a step forward. Semyon carefully stepped toward me as if he was walking on thin ice. A trail from my dreams snaked in front of me again. Endless, alluring. It was beckoning me away from all the problems, to the new wonderful world, the world of Magic Neverland. I pulled on the zipper, opened my coat, and threw it in the snow with a fast motion, and then growled. I felt like something was frantically looking for the exit underneath my skin. I went towards Semyon. He's turning! Fuck! Turning! Into a fucking retard. The clearing blew up in hysteric laughter. Byasha was clutching his stomach. Roma smirked, shaking his head. And Semyon, who was laughing the most out of the three, spat on his knuckle and waved his fist like a club. You're such a moron, Tosha. Ow. And I just got punched in the face again. A fist collided with my mask. The fur didn't dampen the blow at all. There was no power. No magic smoke coming from the pines. I fell towards the bushes and landed on my butt. My vision, bolstered by adrenaline a moment before, returned to normal. Now that was something. I thought he'd get on all fours and tear us to bits. Like a carrot. Yo, did you see that? Did ya? Does this count as him hopping? This was even better. I sobbed. The mask had one advantage. If I cried now, nobody would see my tears. What a loony. You belong in a loony house. For animals. Semyon put his knee in the snow pile and ripped the glasses out of my numbed fingers. Give my glasses back. I won't make it home. Bullshit. Haven't you heard that bunnies have good sense of smell? So don't worry. Just use it. Hippity hop, hippity hop. Semyon shoved the trophy into his pocket and flashed me a toothy grin. Besides, bunnies don't wear glasses. Now scram. I stood up, still wobbly. The trees became a blurry dark wall. 3 bright silhouettes were wobbling toward me. There were black spots on them, their eye sockets and mouths, but it looked to me like there was more of them than it should be. I turned to the forest. Semyon's boot came to my rescue, kicking me in the butt and quickening my shameful retreat. Hippity hop, hippity hop. I threw the mask into a ravine out of spite, and then zigzagged through the firebreak, alone in a giant snow-laden world. The trunks around me bent in all directions. Their treetops disappeared into the darkness above me. The sky was pushing me down. I wanted to cry, but my eyes were completely dry by now. Only sadness and longing were left, a desire to bury myself under the snow, or leave for Neverland, joining Vova and Senya. I don't care where I go, just somewhere far away from here. Somewhere very far away. I like how it's kept the blurred vision. Hey, what's this? Where are your glasses, Anton? Did you lose them? How can you be so careless? Do you think I own a money printing press? Yeah, right. You'll be wearing your old glasses until next year. Olya rushed to me. I saw a fox. How does the mom not notice that I've literally been punched in the face multiple times? Or that I'm missing my backpack, or that I look disheveled, and a whole bunch of other stuff. I saw a fox. Surprise akin to a shotgun blast. I could only flap my lips in reply. A cup shattered into many little pieces with a loud thang. My mom let it fall from her hands. Her face was pale and her eyes were glued to the ground. This pause, just a split second, felt like an eternity. Then my mom spoke with disappointment. First it was an owl. Now it's a fox. Will you ever get tired of this? But it's true. She was so fluffy. Oh. Maybe she saw Foxy Lady that I saw this morning. She stood on her back legs near the hedge, just like a person. Oh. The fox called my name, but then Mom came and she fled. There was no fox. Stop making things up. Don't go near her. If it was necessary, I was ready to shake my sister as if she was a doll made of cloth. What's wrong, Tosha? Don't go. You hear me? Mom entered the hallway and gave me a surprised look. I hesitated. Well, a fox will bite you. I remembered fairy tales where foxes were used to kidnap children. I imagined Elisa, liberated, carnivorous, running through the night forest with a dangling sack in her hands. It wasn't a real fox. Tell him, Olia. She stood on 2 legs and she wore a dress. And she was real. See? Mom showed us a tired smile, as if it was the only explanation needed. I also forced myself to smile. My smile was like a thin piece of soap right before it dissolves completely on your palm. But when I was left alone with my sister, I whispered, if you see her again, run. I shut my eyes and threw the vitamins in my mouth, washed them down with water. Please, stop driving me mad, please. I was doing my homework on a Friday evening, like usual. I had already finished the hard part. There was only my art homework left, my favorite subject. I needed to draw some sort of magic beast. I wanted to draw a dino. Oh, don't start doing that again. Dom, how are you? It goes, sir. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Ugh. Besides the flashing lights. How does it? It does. It does, sir. It does. I wanted to draw a dino at first, but my brush reached towards the orange paint all by itself. Okay, come on. Oh, am I drawing a fox? Oh, wow. One stroke after another, the picture of a fox started slowly forming on a piece of paper. Hey, and see, that's good. We like foxes here, chat. We like foxes. She was almost popping out of the snow white sheet. She stood on her back legs and wore a sly smile. Oh my goodness. Okay. I need to... There we go. I needed to adjust the volume a little bit. So, Dom, this is called Tiny Bunny. This is a almost like a choose your own adventure interactive novel, but it is based, it's like horror based. So let me turn this down a little bit to give you some more context. There we go. So, it's about, what's quote unquote the Tiny Bunny. It's kids living in the Russian wilderness and having to deal with disappearances and strange mystical animals and things like that, and adults not listening. There's themes of like divorce and acceptance and grieving that have to be dealt with as well. It's very interesting so far. It's very good. I'm enjoying it a lot. It's made by a Russian developer, so the translation kind of gets effed up every now and then. But they've actually been very good about like word usage and things like that for the most part. But then every once in a while, the grammar will break my brain. My brush moved again, drawing a fluffy tail. A moment later, it dropped out of my weak hand. And he's drawing a fox now. This is you play as the main character, Anton. And on his first day of school, he met what would be the equivalent of a furry on his way to his first day of school that was wearing a fox mask. After I finished my drawing, I spent a while studying it in surprise, as if I couldn't understand where this red beast came from. The longer I looked, the scarier her smile felt. Carnivorous, fake, like the smiles of women from adult magazines that were sold in press kiosks back in the city. Ooh, excuse me. An alluring smile that masked deep-seated malice. And the fox's eyes turned out red, as if bloodshot. They looked more like bullet holes you see in action movies. I don't remember drawing them this way. I moved away from the table, and the lamp's light reflected from the wet paint. The drawing was glossy. It felt like the fox was watching me. Okay, so now... Oof. I keep having to adjust the volume on this, because it's either too loud or too soft. I wish I had a slider. Hang on, give it a second. And I'm like, this is really bright. It keeps washing me out, and I don't know why. It didn't do this the other day. I don't know. Waiting. Ugh! Are you deaf? Because see, look. Now it's a dark screen, so now you can see my beautiful face. I was just thinking. I'll ask you again. Have you seen your sister? She's hiding somewhere again. Something moved under my bed and froze, and I froze. Olya's dirty face peeked out with a finger pressed to her lips. Shh. Olya, I can see you. Get out of there. You're covered in dust. Oh, Dom, the renovation is going pretty damn well so far. The dining room is done, which is why I have my streaming space all set back up and good to go. I have a microwave, and I have my microwave and my air fryer right next to me. And then if I like move out of the way real quick, that that's my couches and a whole bunch of storage stuff and all that, because it all got moved out of the living room for now. They're finishing up the living room tomorrow, and then they're gonna start on the hallways, and they're gonna do the kids' room first. So tomorrow we have to move everything out of the kids' room, which is going to be fun, because that means taking apart a gigantic bed frame. It's going to be tons of fun. Dude, it's looking pretty freaking sweet. I'm digging it so far. We got rid of the nasty blue hotel carpet, what I called the hotel carpet that we had, which was like a dark blue carpet. I hated it so much. And now we've got like nice dark gray wooden type flooring. It's vinyl planking. And they're doing the kitchen, the bathrooms, and a whole bunch of other stuff. We should get our granite countertops within the next week and a half or so, maybe 2 weeks. So that'll be great. Olya crawled from under the bed and started dusting off her stockings, looking down. Let's go. I'll read you a fairy tale. Keep you company until you fall asleep. I want to sleep with you, not in that room. It's... Mom entered the room. What, the owl again? And what do you think? Olya, it won't come anymore. I chased it away. Olya shook her head in defiance. You didn't. And it will come. It said that it'll come every night. Oh, it talks now. Olya ignored the question, then asked with newfound determination. Can I sleep with you? Please? This will be the last time.
No.
Why don't you let her sleep in my room? I thought it was a great idea, but Olya shook her head again. No, I don't want your room. It watches you too. I felt goosebumps all over my body. Enough. There's no owl. You're sleeping in your own room tonight. Got it? Mom, please. Please. Mom took Olya's hand and tried to lead her out of my room. Let's go, sweetie. Don't bother your brother. Olya clutched the bed's head with her free hand. Please, please, please. I don't want to go to it. Mom was tugging Olya toward herself, but she didn't budge. Only the bed's head squeaked in agony. Dad intervened by picking Olya up and carrying her out of the room, despite her desperate protests and pleas. No! Don't take me to it! It's gonna watch me again. Oh no! I have an OnlyFans! Ah!
Мамочка, пожалуйста, ну папочка, ну скажи, ну пожалуйста, ну не надо. Мне страшно. Мама, папа, ну последний раз, ну последний раз.
They still have, even when you choose English, all of the voice acting is still in Russian. I've listened to them struggling to make my little sister to go to bed for a while. In the end, my parents gave up and let Olya sleep with them. But it was surely the last time, ever. When everybody settled down, I was lying in my room, thinking about Olya's words. It's watching you too. Alright, I'm going to go take a super quick bathroom break, real quick chat. I will be super duper right back. Super duper! Alrighty, chat. I am sorry about that. I just wanted to use the restroom super duper quick. Alright. Olya's words. It's watching you too. I felt uncomfortable. I barely managed to calm down, only after closing the curtains in my room shut. But as soon as I closed my eyes, memories of my day started jumping around in front of me. Now it's going to get all white and bright again. Because you can see my face now. But now, not so much. I was in the middle of the stuffy school corridor. I could see the literature classroom from here. The faces of dead classical writers. The portraits of dead classical writers. The prim and regal pose of our homeroom teacher, Lilia Pavlovna. And around that corner was her daughter Katya, a snitch and a gossip, eagerly waiting for me. Hey, transfer student. Transfer student. What do you want, Katya? She got on her tiptoes and started swaying while hiding her hands behind her back, and then asked me with a fake smile on her face. Can I ask you something? Why did you get transferred here? I might have told the truth about this to Polina, but Katya will sell it on the market for 3 kopekyas. It would be the same as printing all my thoughts and hanging them near Vova's picture for everyone to see. So I reverted to an answer I knew by heart. It's all because of my parents. Dad has a new job here, and my mom. But Katya didn't even listen to me, just rushed towards the perked up ears of her friends, whispered something while stealing glances at me and giggling. Yeah, right. He takes us all for fools. I've heard it's all because of his father. He crossed the road of some big shot and now their family is in hiding in our remote little village. That's not true. You're lying. Dude, I haven't given Hades a try yet. I'm not much for roguelikes. I'm pretty bad. But Hades seems like it would be a hell of a lot of fun. And I'm waiting to move everything out of my bedroom and then get my PS5 hooked back up to my PC, since I have the snazzy capture card on it. And did you hear how Babjorgen beat him up? And all he could do was look all pathetic and take it? Stop it. You know he wasn't alone. And if that wasn't enough, there are rumors that this weirdo carries a bunny mask with him wherever he goes. Who in their right mind would do something like that, huh, girls? I see. Our Antoshka must be truly special. Maybe he's an autist, but what if he's a serial killer? Wow. Damn, kids are mean. Dom, I'm waiting for, right now, as far as games go, I'm waiting for Battlefield 2042, because I'm going to be playing the absolute crap out of that, the next season of Destiny. I was looking forward to Diablo 2, but with everything that's going on right now, I don't know if I'm going to be able, if I can justify supporting that studio right now until things are at least cleared up a bit. I'm sure you'll be able to find an axe in his backpack if you look hard enough. Or something even worse. Yes. Shut up. Look at him scream, as if something bit him. His pupils, look at how wide they are. I hope he won't go insane and resort to violence again. I mean, there must be a reason his mom always feeds him those pills, right? I just stood there in confusion, trying in vain to understand how she found out about my medicine. And what scared me even more was the possibility that her nonsense had some truth mixed in. Yeah, no, these kids are flipping nuts, dude. Oh, goodness. All right, I'm going to turn off my side light and see if that helps a little bit. Because this screen is bright enough as it is. Yes, that's right. He's as insane as his little sister. Can you imagine that she says a human-sized owl visits her every night? But not a single healthy person has seen it? And this simpleton believes her? Can you imagine that? And then I caught a single kind look from the smirking crowd. How can it be, Anton? Are you really? Are you unwell? Polina, please, listen to me. Yeah, right. Don't listen to this liar. Polinochka? This loser can't even stand up for himself. If I can't stand up for myself, then why are you... Mean. Mean kids. Mean. And he won't be able to defend you if it comes down to it. He'll run away to protect his own skin. Sorry. They leave the doors open when they're doing the remodel work, so some flies have gotten in. Weakling. Polina slouched as if someone kicked her in the stomach, and then burst out in tears and fell to the dirty floor, wailing and screaming. No! No! Why, Anton? Why? I couldn't understand her reaction, but I still rushed to Polina's side before getting shoved violently by Katya. Get your paws off her, you monster. Yeah, see, look, there we go. Ah, look, you can see my face. Rage was building up under the veil of my fear. It slowly rose from the cloudy mist. I felt my upper lip lift up, showing my teeth. I'm fixing their grammar. I'm fixing it. I'm fixing their grammar. The fact that your father beats your mother doesn't give you the right to do the same to girls. My fists became hammers. I couldn't unclench them. Nobody can speak about my family like that. I came to my senses when I already lunged at the angry Katya. Uh-huh, he went nuts. Nuts! Help! Help! Petrov went completely insane. Oh! At the same moment, the crowd around her became louder. It started whistling and roaring and growling. The subtle silhouettes of my schoolmates became larger, wider. They shot upward towards the ceiling, turned into a giant black forest, chock full of toothy faces. Wah! I shrank to a tiny ball of fur and started shaking in fear before the might of ulcer-ridden trunks that belonged to either trees or humans. It was impossible to tell. Oh, so you've finally shown your animal nature? Coward? Katya's face was twisted with jubilation and ecstasy. Anton! Why? No! Why did you do this to me? Polina screamed while choking on her tears. Oh my God! He is just an animal, an outsider. I'm a bunny now. No. Oh, shit. A scary flapping of wings came from the forest. A pair of giant white ears descended somewhere from above, and I dug myself into them. Anton, please, wake up. Ugh. I jumped, almost falling out of my bed. Holy crap, that was intense, and I don't like their flashing. Apparently, I was thrashing around for hours on the sweat-soaked sheets. Olia's scream pulled me out, set me free from the tentacles of fear. Anton, please, wake up, wake up. It took my eyes a while to focus on the silhouette near the window. Olia's voice was distant. My head was still ringing after the fight. Sounds got distorted, as if my ears were stuffed with cotton. My sister, as distressed as ever, just kept on repeating the same phrase. The owl! The owl! Please! I'm scared! Her tears poured on my heart like boiling water, but I was almost thankful for the owl's appearance. Otherwise, the scared Olia wouldn't have woken me up. Wait a second, Olia. Want me to read Merzilka for you? What's this? Kisisto. Merzilka, a Soviet and Russian monthly illustrated magazine for kids. It has been published since 1924. The magazine uses an unidentified yellow creature wearing a scarf and a red beret as its mascot. Writers like Samuel Marshak and Agnia Barto contributed to the magazine early in their careers. I don't know who those people are, but that at least gives us some sort of context. So I'll take it. Give me. I placed my bare heels on the cold floor, felt around for my glasses, remembered Semyon, his underhanded act, and sighed. Anton, please, please, look. She couldn't tear her eyes off the window, as if it was a staring contest. I found the light switch with my hand. The lamp poured bright light all over me. I got up. My vision fooled me, moving closer to the window, only to push it farther the next moment. Oh my goodness. My sister was just a blurry spot. Uh-oh. That's not... I don't think that's my sister. I took a hesitant step forward. Olia? What's there? What happened? Do you want me to open the curtains? No, please don't. The owl is there. The voice was coming from behind. Oi! I turned around and froze from terror. Teary-eyed Olia stood in the doorway. Who? Who are you talking to right now? Oh, this over here. I was talking to this. Right there. She stared at me with eyes that were red from crying. Yeah, no, this is... I'm wearing, my headphones right now, so it's right in my ears. She stared at me with eyes that were red from crying, with her hands wrapped around her shoulders. Her voice was nervous, as if she was afraid to hear my answer. I was talking to you. To someone who pretended to be you. Ooh! The ledge outside my windows creaked ominously, as if something huge was sitting on top of it. Ooh! And the thing that pretended to be Olia started spreading, changing shape, grow to scary heights under the light of a carnivorous moon. Anton, please, come closer, come here. The voice didn't belong to my sister anymore. The thing that was hiding behind my curtains got tired of pretending, making me look like a fool. I pinched myself as hard as I could, hoping that the silhouette near the window was just a continuation of my nightmare, a hallucination brought upon by the cursed house. And those don't bite, do they? The silhouette was towering before me under the veil of mist. I heard Olia's shrill scream when someone knocked on the window. Oi! It came to get us! Another knock. I stepped back into the middle of the room, as if there existed nooks where I could hide from this horror. Sir, Stop knocking on my window, please. The sound was sharp, metallic. The lamp started shimmering, then it suddenly lit the whole... What? Oh my goodness. Pulling me out of immersion sometimes. Like a candle under a strong wind, the filament inside it snapped with a ringing sound. So the lamp broke. Uh-oh. Oh no. The darkness that was waiting for me that exact moment poured from all angles and enveloped me. There was only this window left in the whole universe. Moonlight poured through it, painting everything the color of bones that were exhumed from a crypt. Oya started squealing and pressed herself into my back, seeking protection. Oh, no. And then an eye, burning with a carnivorous fire, stared at us from the window. Oh, okay. No, it wasn't trying to break the window. It was toying with us. It just kept on knocking, driving us mad. As if a giant clock was measuring the time left for us, its pendulum swinging above the abyss. She was screaming in desperation, her hands clutching my arm like a pair of pincers. Anton! Anton! Come closer! I could barely make out a pair of wings that spread out above the black spot. Tell her, Anton. Tell her I won't be a bad girl anymore. Never ever. I just wanted to leave. Please. The moonlight suddenly disappeared, and the room descended into darkness. We couldn't see the burning eye anymore. I swallowed the stingy lump that was stuck in my throat. I stepped toward the curtains, entranced by the call of this disfigured guest.
Не буду.
Oya was standing behind me, mumbling, I'll be good. The bleak window was creeping closer. Curtains rustled. I reached out to move them aside so I could look my fear in the eye. At that moment, I heard noise coming from our parents' bedroom. Without thinking, I pulled the curtain to the side in one swing. Nothing. Though, there was something shining on the ledge among the scattered feathers. My glasses. Oh. Ooh. Ooh, is Fat Boy gone now? The ones that Semyon took from me. How did they get here? Was that a gift from the gurgling night? Did that owl really bring them here? I looked at the front yard, at the foreboding clearing, at the toothy forest. Not a soul, not a trace of our late night guest. Only the old lamp post, dreaming like a lone watchman among the snowy desert. The dry window frame creaked. I tore away the insulating tape and the strips of glued newspapers. Before plastic windows became widely accessible in Russia, the cracks and frames of wooden windows were filled with cotton or pieces of cloth and sealed with self-adhesive tape or strips of newspaper soaked in soapy water to conserve heat in winter. Open the window with big trouble. Duh, we opened the window with big trouble. Frost pinned me with its little needles. The paintings on my wall moved from the draft. I touched my glasses. Sure, they would melt in my hands. But they were real. My brain was scrambling for an explanation. Semyon and his gang just pulled a prank on me. That was it. That's it. A smooth white blanket was glittering under the street lamp just outside our yard. If anybody was to get close to the house, to climb the pipe to the ledge of my window, they would surely leave footprints. But there were none. I cautiously took my glasses. My wrist was still intact. Nobody pulled me into the darkness, full of restless breathing. Why aren't you in bed? I swayed from surprise and almost fell out of the window. Are you out of your mind? Did it feel hot in here? Do you want to catch a cold? The owl was here. Tosha chased it away. Go to your room immediately and get in your bed. And you. Mom paused, directing her seething eyes at me. She was thinking of a punishment equivalent to my crime. In the end, she just waved her hand, took Olya by the shoulder, and left, throwing gloomy words my way. We'll talk tomorrow. I managed to get the frame back in place with a couple of hits, pressed in the latches with all the strength my fingers could muster. The cold left the room, but the fear was still present. I placed my glasses on my nose and started studying my reflection in the window. It didn't look like a face, more like a death mask. Just like the one worn by the boy from the notice board. That night, I was on the edge of joining him there. A black and white face was staring at me through the clearing between student heads. Oh, Semyon. And it wasn't Vova. His face was right beside it. I recognized the fat cheeks, the damaged skin. Semyon. And so he's gone now, too. But Buren's photo was printed out and placed under the glass, like an exhibition piece. Now everybody's gonna look at me, aren't they? Hey! So we have completed 2 of the episodes of this game now. Let me... There we go. Okay, so this game is still in early access. No. So Dom, you play as Anton the entire time. Through the entire, as far as I know, the entire game. Episode 1 and 2 focuses on his family, as you playing as Anton. I'm pretty sure the game is going to focus on, based on what I've seen so far, it's going to focus on him. And what's going on and all of these child disappearances and strange happenings and things like that. So, episode 2. So now we have to wait for the next episode of the game. Okay, so let me exit that real quick. And boop. Let me put that there. Okay. I think I might actually cut it here for tonight since we got to the end of Tiny Bunny. For now. I need to figure out another game to play. And I have to wake up at 4 a.m. for work. So I need to start winding down and getting ready for bed. Dom, thank you for coming and hanging out, sir. I do appreciate it, man. I'll let you know when we plan on having the barbecue here at the house. And I'll make sure to be able to toss an invite your way as well, because like Misty will be there and a few other peeps. I think it'll be a fun night, and it'll be after we get the remodel done, so it'll be nice for everybody to see what the house looks like after the remodel. I will definitely shoot you a message on Facebook and we'll be good to go. But for everybody else, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. I'm going to figure out a game to play for tomorrow if I get the chance. If not, we'll figure out what we're playing the day after. Have a wonderful night, everybody.